What is going on, everyone? Tinman here, and welcome back to Demonologist. I've been getting several requests to play every map to get the Ghost and the Exorcism. As you can tell, I've been doing a lot of experimenting by the lack of funds that I have now. I've died a lot. I take a lot of risks and challenges. I've played hard mode. So I'm going to start on normal, and I'm going to go through and start sending out full map walkthroughs for each of the houses. So we're going to start here today, and we are going to grab our first house. We're going to go to the abandoned house, and I'm not going to bring too many gear. Maybe some sanity pills there, and that's really it, and maybe a tripod camera. We're going to go in with both feet. Easy mode to start. I'm just going to go through what I do. Everybody has different play style, but I'll share how I do it. I always check or ghost. I'm by myself, so even if someone is next to you, so this is a good thing to see when you are on multiplayer, because people forget to read this. And if you have a ghost that only talks when you're alone and you have several people with you in a room, you're not gonna get any of your evidence. You get frustrated. So definitely read this first. So you're gonna see this. This says even if someone was with you, it will respond. That's good for a group. I'm by myself, so that's going to be okay anyways. I always start out with an EMF reader. I grab a flashlight always, and I start off with the spirit box. I head right in. And for me, I am carrying the EMF right now, but I usually start off with the spirit box, and I'll go room to room and start talking. Now, not every ghost answers to the spirit box, but typically what I found is if you do have one that does respond, you can get a hit pretty quick. Are you close? Where are you? Do you want to talk to me? How did you die? Hearing things moving. Are you close? Are you here? Just go through the rooms and just here we go. Here's a spirit. Yeah, it's a spirit box there. Now, one thing I did learn doesn't mean the ghost is right here. Spirit box can traverse different rooms, so that's evidence. So I'll continue walking through, open up doors, whatnot. We got one piece of evidence already. Also, one thing to keep in mind, it seems like there's a slight delay for when the house kind of warms up and activity starts flurrying. So it's really good to just, like, when you load in, look for the ghost name, read the menu there, take some time to set up, and give it just a hot minute, and then enter the house. I jumped in a little quick because I started talking. Right there's a Ouija board. Goodbye. Now, the reason I did that is because I'm famous for, I'll be upstairs and I'll start asking the ghost questions, and it'll respond on the Ouija board, and that just drains my sanity. And then I'm wondering, like, how did I just get hunted? So be aware of that. That definitely does happen. Okay. So far, you'll always get an EMF hit somewhere, sometime. So stick with it. And I noticed in the recent patches and the updates that the ghosts tend to move around. You might find one room where you got a ghost activity, and then it goes stale on you, and then you move down the hall or to another room, and then you have another. Then that's where the ghost has moved to. Okay. So let's go check the wood shop one more time, and down this hall. Okay, there's a 5 right there. That's a good sign. So EMF 5. Let's go back and check our sanity. Not too bad so far. So far what we've gotten, right? We've got EMF 5, right? You just witnessed that. And we had the spirit box response. So now, let's look, we're limited there. So we know it can't be ectoplasm, so we're not going to bring that. It can be an ESG. It can be freezing temperatures. It can be an easel. It cannot be fingerprints. There's some items we don't have to worry about bringing. So bring a camera, and we'll bring the ESG and the canvas. Looked like it was right there in that hall there. So it's good to just take your time and deduct things that it can't be. Less items you got to worry about carrying, right? Okay. I'm gonna go back and put our equipment in the hallway. Didn't check my sanity like I said I was gonna, so I'm gonna place these down. Hopefully we're not that low. Depending on certain kind of ghosts, I've been hunted at like 90%, so it's not unheard of. Can you draw a picture? Okay, I'm going to head back. I'm going to grab the ESG machine. And that's the device that allows the ghost, if you get enough energy and it's that type of ghost, it'll spawn right above it, but it just spawns briefly. So you have to kind of be watching it. Let's check for sanity. We're 88. Not too bad. Not too bad. So we know it's not, so we get freezing temperatures, so ESG. So we'll bring in one more item here with this. I'll start carrying this with me. Now, this is how I play. Everybody plays differently, but I'm just sharing how I play. All right. The trick with the ESG machine, you want to place it where it's spinning really, really fast. So if it's not spinning fast, that's not too bad. See? Move it around. That thing's flying, right? Sure is. Once I get in that place, I usually go back to the tent. Because the faster that spins, the more energy it produces, and the more apt the ghost is going to spawn above it. That's what I've learned. If you've got a slow spinning ESG, move it around until you can get that thing to spin. Spinning fast is a good thing. So let's go back and watch the monitor for a second. Oh. Now I made a mistake there. I should have turned the light on. So that was my mistake. I just wasted some time right there. So now you can learn from this. You want to have good lighting. So bad lighting's tough to see, difficult to find your evidence. So if you can get it, hopefully you get lucky enough to get a room where you can turn on some lighting. So this one should be okay. Yeah, we got some lighting there. Can you draw a picture for us? We're going to go back and watch the monitor. Now, sanity still drops in the tent, just so you know. So don't think you're just safe to sit out there. They put that in the game so you won't just be a little tent monkey. So you need to kind of mind your sanity. It'll still drop in here. So let's watch this for a second. See if we get an ESG, which will pop right above this little device right here. Or it could be a drawing here. Or it could be freezing temperatures. So now freezing temperatures, it just sometimes takes about 3 or 4 minutes. And you won't see it on the monitor per se, but you'll walk in there and you'll notice the freezing temperatures. So let's give it a quick hot minute. This is part of the process. It's not super exciting, but since I'm by myself, I am going to have to mind the monitor for a minute. See how things spinning super fast? So if it's an ESG ghost, it's going to pop right above that. Now this is a fairly fun map. Not too terrible unless you get like a basement ghost where it's a lot of traveling up and down, or you get one way back in Victoria's room. If we have time, I'll go through some of the areas which go in this game, you want to read everything. Read the paintings, read anything in here, because there's things that happen. So it's worth 1 time, 2 times around just to experience it. So if I have time in this one, I'll definitely go try them, since I'm trying to make a complete kind of walkthrough. But Just give it a hot second here. I may walk in there and we may have, you know, freezing temps. So there's that. I'll carry this with me. And let's walk on in. Maybe we'll walk right into freezing temperature, and that'll be the third piece of evidence. We get our ghost, and then it starts working on like the steps for the exorcism. This place is like getting orbs. Sometimes it's a silhouette you gotta go find, and then I think you gotta find like fingers. I believe that's what it was. We got freezing temps in here. Let's give it a second. Can you draw a picture? Paint us a picture on the canvas, please. Okay, since I've asked him ever so... It's a radio. That's interesting. I think that's in here. The ghost room can move. Is it in here? Did hear a radio. No, there's a radio in here. Okay. It did move. Ghost room moved. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to move this. Here. The camera. Go ahead and grab the ESG machine. Around in here. Let's go double check. Yeah, since these other updates have happened, I've noticed the ghosts tend to move. If you have not played this map, which you'd be fairly new, you can come up here to this painting right here and read it. You just say, Magna. You got her that comes out to say hello. And typically, there might be something behind this dress here, like that. And here, you'll read the book and see what it says right there. The writing. Victoria. Okay, so that opens up this kind of this secret room. And you wait here till you see the bug crawl. There'll be a bug crawl behind. There you go. Once it's done, this thing will jet back. Excellent. You see the eyes in the picture watching you. You can watch those follow the eyes. Yeah. Here, you just read it. Dream. The radio play for you. Got some pictures here. Creepy monster. Okay. It's more of a show and tell. You haven't seen this already. Most of you have, but I'm including this because this is a full kind of walkthrough. Right, let's just figure out where this ghost took off to. Now that door just shut. All right, here's your 5. So it's still back here. That ghost is just being weird. All right. So, oh, there's the chair that slides. All right. Do that. Let me go back here. Yeah. I have found that the activity on the ghost will move. You just gotta go with it, you know, it happens. So, don't let it frustrate you. It is just part of the game. There we go. I think that was rude. Slammed the door right in my face. You were a witness of that. Now it's got the old moan and groan. Okay. Can you draw a picture for me? Now we'll go back. ESG, was there something else I could show you here? I think that's most of it in the house. Let's go watch the camera real quick. Or the monitor, excuse me. Because there is a ghost. No, it's not one of those. There is a ghost that will not present itself on the ESG machine while someone's present. So you actually got to leave the room or go back to the tent. So just watch this for a second. I'm really hoping we're gonna like get an ESG right here. That would be kind of cool, so you can see that. Painting happens about 50% of the time. Freezing temperatures just happens, but I would think we'd have freezing temperatures by now. Passed through there enough. I've been in the building enough, so I'm thinking it's either going to be an ESG or a painting on this. So let's give it about 30 seconds. And we'll see what we'll see. And the other thing I've noticed, especially in the newest updates, it's like the third piece of evidence, no matter what mode you're on, it seems to kind of drags a little bit sometimes. But that's just in the recent 2 updates. So hopefully they reel that in. I gave the dev a note to pass that along. So hopefully they see that and look into the timing of ghost activity. Now, I don't have the stick with me, but there's a Fulu stick. F-U-L-U, I think is what it is. The little stick, you burn it and you run through there. It kind of resets or creates activity in the room. I currently do not have one. I used one and then died doing a hard mode on the Bedlam map. So you can lose a lot of money. And I experiment all the time, so I'm constantly losing money. So then I go and farm and get money up, and then experiment and I die. You know, that's part of the fun. You know, no pain, no gain. So I am not a professional in this game by any means, but I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite ghost hunting games. And I love to experiment. That's how you learn new things, right? Read notes, look at things on the wall, be curious, you know. It's what it's all about. All right, so see, the third piece of evidence is just hanging right here. It's taking a little longer than it probably should. So I'm hoping I'll go in there. Maybe we'll luck out, get freezing temperatures, but I don't want to keep dragging on so where I don't have enough sanity to complete everything here. So yeah, that's the one thing. All right, let's go in there. Show us some evidence, ghost. Give us freezing temperatures or something. Feels like it needs to be freezing temperatures. Anything in here? Nothing here. Show yourself. And one thing to know, if it's an ESG ghost and you are not in front of it and don't hear it, if you hear that, like it almost sounds like a static electricity noise, if you hear that, that's an ESG that happened. So you can actually use that. It'll sound like static electricity. So I'm hearing all this. See right there, it's lighting it up. So there's activity here. Can you draw us a picture or appear on the ESG? See those things moving right there? Definitely doing stuff. Let's go in here. Yeah, I could have easily went to the, the Ouija board and said, hey, where are you? But I don't know. I don't find that fun. It drains your sanity, number one, since I'm solo. I only had one thing of pills. Yeah. So. All right, last chance goes to do stuff. Running me back and forth, man. Okay, there. Draw us a picture. Show yourself. Yeah, this is definitely the ghost room now. He's throwing stuff. Give us a sign. Draw us a painting. Let's go back and look. And that with that third piece of evidence taking so long, it really just drains your sanity. All right, I'm hoping to see an ESG right here. Let's do it. Come on. See, your sanity's at 76 already. Ooh, we still got to do an exorcism if we can get her done. Crucifixes, salt bags, and ghost orbs. Ooh, then you got to do the fingers. Oh, there you go. See it right there? That was your ESG. It doesn't give you a lot of time. So it's a boogie. And that's probably going to be a boogeyman. They probably should have put boogeyman. That's more of a ghost, right? So once you guess the ghost, this lights up here. And you go, okay, I got to correct the crucifixes. So there could be 3 sets of crucifixes in the house. You got to find the salt bags and collect ghost orbs. So with that, I have nothing else but my crucifix now. So we're going to go in here. We got to click ghost orbs. It'll be flying around. Big old orbs. Got to get that. Find crucifixes on the wall. Rearrange those. Yeah. Might be iffy. Might be iffy at best. We're looking for crucifixes on the wall. There's one orb down. That guy's upstairs. There's one there. And these aren't the ones. Those aren't the ones to correct. That's part of the thing. It'll be like a solo crucifix by itself. We're gonna go find it. We'll look around everywhere. Could be anywhere. A lot of times there's one here. There's one. Okay. One down. So we got another orb coming our way. There's a salt bag. Let's get this orb. There's the orb. Okay. Let's go in here. Sometimes the crucifixes, they just spawn. So it's not like they're the whole time. Thank you for the light. Okay, so let's go look for that. We gotta find salt bags. Could be upstairs. Could be in this room. At the same time, we gotta look for the salt bags. Okay. We'll need to get 2 more crucifixes. There's one there. See, we walked right past that bugger. It might even be in the basement. So, oh, there it is. There's a salt bag. There's a salt bag down here. Okay. So now we're looking for... Might be... Get all the salt bags? We start seeing fingers and we know that we're on the fingers. Got to collect 5 fingers. apparently one more salt bag before it spawns the fingers. Alright, so I've missed a salt bag somewhere. Okay, not there. All the while my sanity is just dropping, so it could just be getting a hunt here. So let's look here. Nothing there. And they'll be glowing. So I believe we're missing a salt bag. Could easily be, yeah, it could be upstairs again. Out there. Wow. Struggle is real for the salt bag. Let's look around. Now, I felt like, well, of course we couldn't have gone everywhere because we don't have it yet. It's right there. Now you'll see now you gotta find fingers. 5 fingers. One there. You gotta bring the fingers down to the basement. You gotta put them in these urns, I guess is lack of a better word. If I didn't need my cross, I'd drop it so I can carry more. I don't need the light to see what I'm doing. Right now, it's a little nice little jump scare runner. Let's get the finger in here. Three more fingers. So you had the light off. Can't really see too good. But technically, it dropped the light, right? I could grab one more finger. Get a glow. Sorry about the darkness, guys. Alright, so we'll take those two. Right, and we will get out of here, go upstairs. Grab our light. The finger will glow. Okay, we're gonna head to the urn. And Bob is your uncle. There you go. There is the exorcism conducted for the abandoned house. And there we go. And that is a wrap. Thank you for watching the Demonologist Abandoned House full walkthrough to include the exorcism. Now it's your turn. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. Peace.